The Vatican, a place known for its centuries-old traditions and solemnity, became the backdrop for an unprecedented moment in church history. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, a prominent figure in the Catholic Church, stood before Pope Leo XIV, delivering a speech that would echo through the annals of ecclesiastical history. This was not a mere address. It was a bold challenge, a call for introspection, and a plea for the Church to realign with its foundational values. Cardinal Tagle, known for his progressive stance and compassionate approach, did not mince words. He spoke of a church that had become complacent, a church that had distanced itself from the marginalized and the voiceless. His words were a mirror, reflecting the Church's current state, urging it to look within and recognize the areas where it had faltered. The newly elected Pope Leo XIV, formerly Cardinal Robert Prevost, had ascended to the papacy with promises of unity and continuity. His election was seen by many as a return to traditional values, a hearkening back to the teachings of past pontiffs. However, Cardinal Tagle's speech highlighted the growing divide within the Church, a divide between tradition and the pressing need for reform. In his address, Cardinal Tagle emphasized the importance of inclusivity, transparency, and accountability. He spoke of the Church's mission to serve all of humanity, not just a select few. His words resonated with many, especially those who felt alienated by the Church's recent direction. The Cardinal's challenge was not just to Pope Leo XIV, but to the entire institution, urging it to embrace change and return to its core mission of compassion and service. The reaction within the Vatican was palpable. The silence that followed Cardinal Tagle's speech was deafening. Pope Leo XIV, known for his calm demeanor, appeared taken aback. His usual composed expression gave way to one of contemplation, perhaps even concern. The cardinals present exchanged uneasy glances, sensing the gravity of the moment. Outside the Vatican, the news spread like wildfire. The Catholic world, already on edge due to internal divisions, now found itself at a crossroads. Would Pope Leo XIV heed Cardinal Tagle's challenge, or would this moment become another footnote in the Church's long history of unresolved tensions? As the days unfolded, the Vatican remained tight-lipped. Official statements were scarce, and the media buzzed with speculation. Some saw Cardinal Tagle's speech as a necessary wake-up call, a prophetic voice in the wilderness. Others viewed it as an act of defiance, a challenge to papal authority that could have far-reaching consequences. In the weeks that followed, discussions intensified. Theologians, clergy, and laypeople alike debated the implications of Cardinal Tagle's challenge. Was it a sign of a church in crisis, or was it the beginning of a much-needed transformation? The answers were not clear, but one thing was certain: the status quo could no longer be maintained. Pope Leo XIV, in his subsequent addresses, acknowledged the need for dialogue and introspection. He spoke of the Church's role in the modern world and the challenges it faced. While he did not directly respond to Cardinal Tagle's speech, his words indicated an openness to discussion and a recognition of the issues raised. Cardinal Tagle, for his part, continued his advocacy for reform. He met with various groups within the Church, listening to their concerns and offering guidance. His efforts were aimed at fostering a more inclusive and transparent Church, one that would truly embody the teachings of Christ. The challenge posed by Cardinal Tagle was not just a momentary event. It was a catalyst for change. It forced the Church to confront its shortcomings and consider a path forward that embraced both tradition and reform. The coming months would be crucial in determining the direction the Church would take. In conclusion, Cardinal Tagle's historic speech before Pope Leo XIV marked a pivotal moment in the Catholic Church's journey. It was a bold challenge, a call for renewal, and a testament to the enduring spirit of those who seek to align the Church's actions with its foundational principles. The future remains uncertain, but the dialogue has begun, and with it, the hope for a Church that truly serves all of humanity. In a moment that has sent ripples through the heart of the Catholic Church, Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle delivered a speech that many are calling historic. Standing before Pope Leo XIV in the hallowed halls of the Vatican, Tagle did not merely speak, he challenged. His words were not just a call for change, but a demand for a new direction, a plea for the Church to listen to the voices it had long ignored. The Vatican, a place known for its centuries-old traditions and solemnity, became the backdrop for a confrontation that many thought would never happen. Cardinal Tagle, a figure known for his compassion and progressive views, stood before the newly elected Pope Leo XIV, the first American pope in history. What transpired was not a mere exchange of pleasantries, but a bold and public declaration that the Church must evolve to meet the needs of its faithful in the modern world. Cardinal Tagle's challenge was not an act of rebellion but an act of love. It was a desperate plea for a church adrift, a call for unity, for a return to the core values of compassion and inclusivity. His words resonated far beyond the walls of the Vatican, reaching the hearts and minds of millions around the globe. The ramifications of this moment were immense, sending shockwaves through the very foundations of Catholicism. The world watched with bated breath, waiting to see how the papacy would respond to this unprecedented challenge. The future of the Church hung in the balance, and the eyes of the world were fixed on the Vatican, awaiting the next move in this historic confrontation. In the days that followed, the Vatican remained tight-lipped, offering no official response to Cardinal Tagle's challenge. The silence, however, was deafening, a testament to the profound impact of the Cardinal's words. The question now is whether this bold move will ignite a wave of meaningful reform within the Church. Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The dialogue has begun, and the Church will never be the same. As we reflect on this pivotal moment, we are left with lingering questions that will shape the Catholic world for years to come. Can the Church evolve while staying true to its core principles? How will the faithful respond to these changes? And most importantly, what does the future hold for an institution at the heart of so many lives? The answers remain to be seen, and the journey continues. In the end, Cardinal Tagle's challenge was not just for the clergy, but for every believer. It was a call to unite in faith and compassion, a reminder that the true strength of the Church lies in its ability to love and to heal. His words echoed in the hearts of many, a beacon of hope for a Church that can bridge divides and emerge stronger through its trials. As we watch this story unfold, we are reminded that the Church is not just a building or an institution. It is a living, breathing community of believers. And as long as voices like Cardinal Tagle's continue to speak truth to power, there is hope for a future where the Church remains a sanctuary for all. The journey ahead is fraught with challenges, but it also holds the promise of renewal. Whether the Church can bridge these divides and emerge stronger remains to be seen, but the dialogue itself is a testament to its enduring relevance in the modern world. In conclusion, Cardinal Tagle's historic speech was more than just a challenge. It was a call to action. It was a plea for a Church that listens, that cares, and that evolves to meet the needs of its people. As we move forward, let us remember that the strength of the Church lies not in its traditions alone, but in its ability to adapt and grow, to remain true to its mission of love and compassion. The road ahead may be uncertain, but with voices, like Cardinal Tagle's leading the way, there is hope for a brighter future for the Church and its faithful.